Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Bionicle Vorox constructible figure set. This particular Bionicle is a Glatorian and was originally released in 2009. I just recently purchased this set at a Toys R Us for $13. And it was among the last remaining Bionicle sets that were on the shelves at Toys R Us, mainly because the Bionicle line has ended and they've moved on to the Hero Factory line. And I was never really a Bionicle, or at least a serious Bionicle fan. I was a pretty casual fan of Bionicle when it first came out. But I picked this particular set up because it looked pretty cool, at least the ones that were amongst the other remaining Bionicle sets. I really like this design here. It looks pretty neat on there. It's got this desert theme in the back, so it's pretty cool. And this set contains 51 pieces on there. Taking a look at the back of the package, you can see a picture here of a Vorox and also a Zesk. I don't know the backstory of these particular figures on here. I believe, from what I do know, is that they aren't unique characters. They're almost like for army building, I guess, because they go around in packs. So that's as much as I know about these guys, though. Taking a look at the top corner here, you can see that this particular set includes an action figure game there. And you can see also how to shoot the projectile from the launcher there. And it also contains a bio code. I don't know if it's still active on the Bionicle website on there since Bionicle has ended, so I guess it's worth a try if you want to use that code there. Let's go ahead and take this Vorox out of the canister, and we'll be right back. Alright, we have the pieces to the Vorox out of the canister. Let's go ahead and take a look at the assembly manual first. You can see a nice picture of the Glatorian Vorox there. And it looks like they recommend you separating the pieces by similar parts there first. And they don't recommend you putting the pieces on the carpet, probably because it'll be easily misplaced on there. And this manual has about, let's see here, 22 pages worth of assembly. And then you have a parts list there. And then you have what looks like rules on how to play the Bionicle action figure game there. It involves using the canister and the projectile weapon, it looks like. And then you have some preview pics of the other Bionicles in the, I guess, the Glatorian line there. And then some, looks like CGI renditions of the, I think these are the smaller Bionicles, the, what they call the Agori. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. And then you have some of the bigger sets here. Pretty neat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pieces to Vorox here. And I'll show you just some of the pieces here. You got a foot here. Looks like a part of a leg or an arm. And then for this, what attaches to the back, some sort of pincer on there, like a scorpion type stinger, I guess. And this is the blade on there. Here's the projectile weapon. And looks like here's the gaming component. Looks like a life counter actually. You got a Glatorian hand there. And there's the mask, which is I really like this mask. It looks pretty interesting. And then you have a Glatorian head there. Pretty neat, and some armor pieces, and then some other pieces as well. So let's go ahead and assemble Vorox, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have the Vorox put together, and it's actually pretty impressive. I really like it, especially the design. I really like the mask design on this guy, and it's a pretty neat figure. And taking a look at Vorox here in more detail, some of the Bionicle purists may have already noticed it, but I've made a couple changes, just some minor changes, because I thought it looked cooler this way. These armors here I have flipped around because I didn't like how it was originally set, where, let me see if I can put this how it was originally designed here. It was originally this way, and I didn't quite like that design, so I thought it would be better if you flipped it around to match the leg in position here. And I also flipped the arm here around. This was originally facing toward the rear, and I thought it looked better facing forward instead. So other than that, it's basically the same as in the assembly instructions. This is a pretty neat Glatorian figure, and the only quibble I have with this figure is the lack of any armor here on the chest area. He's pretty exposed there, and I'm not quite a fan of that. I wish they had included some chest armor on there. It's got these claw-like toes here. It's pretty neat. And he's got the armor here on his leg and arm. It's got a nice blade here. It's pretty cool, actually. I really like the blade. And he also has this shooting projectile. Oh yeah, that's another thing purists may notice, is I don't have it in here quite as instructed. The reason why is because this is the way it's supposed to go, but a lot of times it's because this is so smooth here, and when it's on display it tends to come off rather easily, and I don't want to misplace it, so I usually just, for display, I'll just put it right here because it has a rougher surface and it'll hold better. That's the only reason why I have it there, positioned that way. But normally it would be positioned that way, so you could shoot the projectile. And you shoot it by just squeezing these two pieces here together, and that'll shoot the projectile like this. And it's actually pretty strong. So that's a pretty strong shooting projectile launcher there. Taking a look at some of the details of the projectile itself, I don't know what this is called, but this is made of a soft rubbery material here, and this is made of a hard plastic on the center there. It's pretty neat. And taking a look at some of the other features of the Vorox. On the back, he's got that stinger. I just have it all wound up here when it's not in use, but you can just unspool it here, and it's kind of neat that he's got an additional weapon there. So that's pretty cool there. I really like that. And you can position it. It's got multiple ball joints on there, so you can position in all sorts of ways, and you got that stinger or pincer type thing on there. It's very neat. And taking a look at the head details, I really like the mask on here. It's very, very nice. It's got that almost like a bug-like design to it, and it's very, very cool. And just go ahead and pull the mask off. You can see the head here. Looks very much like Iron Man there. And he's got this elongated neck that can actually pose quite a ways. It's got several ball joints on there. It's kind of neat. A lot of times I'll just have it where he's crouching low, ready for battle on there. It's a very neat Bionicle. I really like the design of this guy, and I've already got a few of these guys because I'm gonna army build these guys because these guys are really nice, nicely designed Bionicles. Going over the articulation for this figure here, the head is on a ball joint, so it goes up and down, all the way around, all sorts of directions, as well as the neck. That's on a ball joint here. The arms are on a ball joint, so they go in all sorts of directions. And the elbows, it bends at the elbow on here. And the wrist goes all the way around and bends in all sorts of directions as well. No torso or waist articulation though, which is unfortunate on here. The legs also go up, down, out to the side, and rotate as well. Bends at the knee and bends at the feet and goes all sorts of directions all the way around. On the back of this one foot here is the gaming component. So if you ever want to play the game, you can just rotate these. It's got numbers on here. I think this is a life counter. I still haven't read the rules on how to play the game, but looks like a life counter on there. So overall, I really like this particular Glatorian. It's a very nice figure, and I'd recommend it if you can actually find this figure in the stores. Like I said, the Bionicle line is ended. And forgive me for my phone there, but I recommend you pick this guy up if you can find him. But this is my casual peek into the Bionicle Vorox constructible figure set. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.